everyone, welcome back to Sham's Makeup Artistry, and in today's video I'm doing a first impression, and yes, it's a first impression on a beauty brand that everyone and their mothers are talking about, and it's none other than the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. And this one is something that is so much talked about recently, so of course each one of us had to get something from the collection. So I did get myself the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This one is a 32 ml of product and it retails at $34. Most of the foundations out there, they contain 30 ml of product, so it does come with an additional ml of product. And the other stuff that I got from the collection is the Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. So I did get the shade Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. So I'm gonna do a demo for you guys. At the same time, I'm gonna talk about this particular foundation, which looks like this. This is how the foundation itself looks like. It does come with a bottle kind of packaging, but I kind of feel that it's plastic. It does look very sturdy, very well packaged. A white writing in the front, and then it's a white cap. It does come with a pump, and of course it's white on the top. It does get pretty dirty, but that's totally fine when the foundation can be bomb.com. Let's see. And the other product that I mentioned was the Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter. This is how it looks like. I kind of preferred this one comparing to Trophy Wife that everyone was getting out there, because I'm totally into the coppery shades. It's also on my cheek area today. So let's get into the demo before I come back and share with you guys my final thoughts on the foundation as well as the Killawatt highlighter. So I'm actually going to do a demo on this foundation and also the Killawatt highlighter while I apply my makeup. I'm just going to shake this foundation really well. This foundation retails at $34 and there are various shade range. It's almost 40 shades and mine is $350. This particular foundation shade is a little bit more different than any other foundations in the market. It kind of starts like light and then fair, and then it starts like 10 skin tone, and then in the 10 skin tone range there is like a warm skin tone, neutral, or yellow undertone. So they are pretty much defined according to the undertones that you have. So I did get the shade 350, which is for 10 skin with neutral undertones. And this foundation does claim to be a medium to full coverage foundation depending on how you build them up. It's for sensitive skin, normal, dry, combination, and oily, and it finishes matte on the skin. It's a soft matte long wearing foundation with buildable medium to full coverage, and of course a boundary breaking of shade range. But I personally felt that this Pro Filter matte foundation, it doesn't really apply that well on dry skin. When I first applied this particular foundation on my skin, probably I don't know, that's how I usually moisturize my skin, but when I first applied the foundation, it went so dry on my skin, and I had to like wash off the foundation off my face, and then I'm doing the demo all over again because I felt that the dryness that it showed was really scary. So let's try again, and I'm gonna see if that works for me, because I personally feel that for this foundation you need to keep your skin moisturized enough. Though you have like pretty good skin, your skin still needs to be beautifully moisturized. So but the coverage of the foundation seemed very beautiful, only the finishes really scared me off. And I kind of prefer a makeup brush instead of a beauty blender with this foundation, so I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs face brush. I'm just going to spray a little bit of Pixie's Glow Mist just to add the moisture to my skin. Of course my skin has been a little bit more dry, but I did not expect the foundation to wear that dry, so I'm just doing a pump. And then with the brush, I'm just going to buff it into my skin. And this time around, I'm actually using my Marc Jacobs Perfecting Coconut Primer over my face area. I would totally say yes, you have to moisturize your skin really well before applying this foundation. because right now, since my skin is a little bit more moisturized, it does glide on much more smooth over my face area. Yeah, it blends in so beautifully. So my personal recommendation would be like, make sure your skin is well moisturized. And secondly, if your skin is really dry, try to like avoid this foundation at this point of time, because sometimes it will make you look even more drier, like I mentioned earlier. But it's all depending on the hydration of your skin. With one pump of the foundation, I personally feel that it's more of like a light coverage. I'm just going to do one more pump. And I'm going to blend it over my face area. But it doesn't feel sticky or heavy on the skin. It kind of has like a very light vanilla scent to the skin. I haven't seen many dry skin girls reviewing this foundation yet. But I personally felt that moisture, your skin is really important. Like I'm just keep mentioning it. It does look very beautiful over the skin right now, comparing it to the earlier time that I applied. And the shade range is a perfect match to my skin tone. It is said that this foundation does oxidize. So let's see how much it oxidizes as time passes by. So here is pretty much how the foundation looks like on the skin. I do like the coverage that it gives, and I have already mentioned my pro and cons, so I hope that you guys will take a precaution ahead of you. So I'll finish up the entire face makeup and then I will come back to share with you guys my thoughts on the highlighter that I got. So now that I've done my face makeup, I'm going to do a very quick first impression on the highlighter. This is their Killawatt highlighter. So I decided to pick out the shade Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule. So everyone and their mothers were picking out the shade Trophy Wives. So I decided to do it a little bit different. So I picked out this particular beautiful coppery shade. And I am truly in love with the shades. The very first one here is Ginger Binge and the other one is Moscow Mule. So this particular Killawatt Freestyle highlighters retails at $34 each. And what it says is it's a weightless Longwear cream to powder hybrid highlighters in solos and expertly pat duos. Light up where you want, when you want. Killawatt Freestyle highlighter was born to reflect every mood with its lineup of luminizing solos and duos. With dose of skin glorifying color, Killawatt range from subtle day glow to insanely supercharged with shades that were designed for all skin tones. Unlike your everyday highlighter, Killawatt keeps skin lit beyond sundown with its weightless Longwear formula, a cream powder hybrid that instantly melts into the skin. And it melts into the skin without any effort, zero effort. And it's also loaded with superfine shimmer for ultra smooth creamy texture. So we can also use this any part of your face, for your eyes, your cheeks, your nose bridge and your collarbone. And let's just get started. So Rihanna has actually mentioned that she liked using this all over her body, so I'm just going to use the very first shade, which is Ginger Mule, on my Anastasia highlighter brush, tapping off the excess. Ginger Mule does go on very subtle on the face area. Let's take a look at the next one, which does have more shimmers. So I'm just going to pick more on the brush and then tap off the excess. And then on the cheek. Ooh, it's beautiful. Now you can see the highlighter on the cheek. It's pretty beautiful. I did see a lot of them trying out Trophy Wife on the face area, but I personally really like this tone on my skin tone right now. I would personally recommend Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule if you're looking out to pick up this highlighter. Very, very beautiful. Like with the blush itself, it matches really, really well. Now that you have already taken a look of the full demo of the highlighter as well as the foundation, you probably already know what are my thoughts on this foundation. Moisturize your skin. If you do not moisturize your skin, this foundation doesn't glide on as well as on a moisturized skin. If you tend to have like a combination to oily skin, I personally do have like a combination to dry skin. So combination to oily skin, it may work much better for you. You do not need to moisturize your face overly. But if you do suffer from combination to dry skin, you may want to moisturize your skin additionally so that it's hydrated enough and the foundation then glides on so beautifully. So I personally felt that it would match a combination to oily skin much better than a dry skin to combination skin, unless your skin is well moisturized. You guys are probably already annoyed that I'm mentioning moisturize like so many times, but I just have to get it out there. When I'm taking a look at the mirror in front of me, I kind of feel this foundation does match my skin tone perfectly. It does oxidize tad a little bit, so I am definitely going to come up with an end result if this does make it to the monthly favorite, so stay tuned on that. And on the highlighter, I have to say I really like the shade that I picked out. I did swatch some of the shade at the store, but I felt that this one looked a little bit more beautiful than the rest of them. That's my personal favorite. So I would personally recommend this, especially if you have deeper skin tone. This will match you perfectly. And if you have any other skin tones, this would match you perfectly as well. And as an eyeshadow, I think it will be really beautiful. So I do hope that you guys found my first impression on Fenty Beauty by Rihanna being helpful for you guys to decide on not even to pick up this foundation and this highlighter and many more stuff that I like to try from the brand. To my very next one, stay beautiful both inside and out. Give me a thumbs up, share all the love and support, and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.